Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk with Precious. If you're new here, my name is Precious Peters. I'm a psychologist and a mental health advocate. So welcome back guys. Today we'll be talking about setting boundaries and why these boundaries are important for your mental health. So today we're gonna dive right in why boundaries are important for your mental health and why you need to start setting them now. Stay to the end of this video because I have a fun challenge for you. You ask yourself, why are boundaries important, right? And now let's think of it in this scenario. Think about your mind as like a garden, for instance, right? But your garden don't have any fence in place. That means anyone can come in, any strays can come in, any animals can work in, and they'll trample on your plants, your flowers. And at the end of the day, because you don't have any fence in place, they trample on all the things you've labored to build, and then you have to deal with the mess after. You have to clean up the mess after all. So now in this scenario that was given, boundaries serves as this fence that help protect your mental, even your physical well-being from things that will stress and drain you emotionally. So thereby you saying no is you setting up all those fence or the boundary. Truth be told, setting boundaries is not a bed of roses. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna have some ups and downs and some tough time. And it's gonna be tough sometimes, but you just have to set those boundaries from now. Without boundaries, we can feel overwhelmed, we can feel resentful, we can feel anxious, and all this is just gonna sap your energy and drain you as a person. It sounds familiar, right? Yeah. This is just gonna drain you when you have no boundaries put in place. Okay, so let's briefly dive into types of boundaries. So you can watch my previous videos for more explanations on the types of boundaries. So today I'm gonna just give three basic types of boundaries, and the first one is gonna be physical boundaries. And for physical boundaries is how you put up these fences in quotes for your personal space. And the second one I'm gonna give is emotional boundaries, being able to separate your emotions from that of other people. And then I'm gonna give the third one as time boundaries. A lot of times we find ourselves overcommitting to things. Are you overcommitting to things? Do you have time for yourself, your family, or do you have time for even self-care? I'm gonna give you a quick example. Have you ever noticed at one point in your life or the other where you found out that it's very difficult to say no to maybe a family member, a colleague at work, your boss at work? They're giving you an extra shift, you know you cannot take it because your mental health is basically suffering at the moment, but you cannot say no or reject the offer from people. If you're in that situation, yes, then I think it's time for you to set up clear boundaries. And this will help you have a more peaceful and satisfied life. Now, going back to the main point of this video, how do you set these boundaries? I'm gonna give you just 3 quick steps on how to set a boundary. The first step I'm gonna give is identify your limits. As a person, do identify your limits. What makes you feel uncomfortable? What makes you feel stressed? That's the first thing to start with. And just be honest with yourself. Second step I'm gonna give you is communicate clearly. You don't need to over-explain. No over-shalaye. No need for too much talk, right? But try to make sure whatever you're stating, you're communicating it effectively. It could be as simple as, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not available for right now. It's that easy. So we also need to, aside identifying our limits, we need to learn how to communicate clearly. The third step I'm gonna give is follow through. It's good to set boundaries, but do you follow through? It's just like enforcing those boundaries. And if someone crosses them, being polite enough to remind them they're crossing your boundary. Because it has to be reinforced. Yeah. Now, here's a quick challenge for you. If you remember at the beginning, I say stay tuned because there's gonna be something fun at the end. Now, a quick challenge for you for this week. Identify something in your life you know you need to set a clear boundary. It could be with a friend, with family, or even at your workplace, right? Try to identify something you want to set a boundary for this coming week. And if you feel comfortable enough, you can drop a comment about the boundaries you'll be setting this coming week in the comment section. Let us encourage each other. I'll be responding to your comments and cheering you on because we have to fight this fight and set our boundaries together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family and anybody you think will be needing a boundary setting boost this week. It could be a colleague at work that you just feel so much for the person that they're carrying so much burden and you feel like this person is gonna need it. Just share with anybody you think will be needing this boost this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, setting a boundary could be one of the most loving things you can do for yourself and other people. And don't forget, this week, take a little time to talk about your mental health today. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.